Tractor o dinosauro. Tralalero tralalà. Centralucci nuclearucci. La grande combinazione. La grande combinación.
Los Jobsitos.
Banana nanito bandito.
Los Jobsitos.
Cioccolatini pancioncioni. Akulini kaktusini.
Please. Huh? J'ai de retour. tu gagnes, hein. C'est quoi la voix? Wesh, tu peux pas répondre. Visage riant aux larmes, visage riant aux larmes, visage riant aux larmes, visage riant aux larmes, la voix FRRR.
O'Reilly and Reason,
Ah,
though.
je vais faire dire caca à la voix, ça va être drôle.
They had a much more volatile day two. Even day one, gave them a run for their money. They still managed to overcome, and despite dealing consistent off spawns,
Caca caca caca.
managed to stay within that top 20 threshold. And obviously, you want to see two German icons in Dusseldorf repping at the LAN.
Issue is, before the previous match, they got 36th, 24th. 7th place kind of bumped them up, but if they have another match where they don't make it, end game quickly fall short. Not be in qualifying range any longer, so hopefully you don't have to take too many risks in this game.
I feel like the overall landscape of the map, though, had to change pretty drastically the moment that these players caught wind of Pablo and Gino being eliminated so early on, because that leaves Sandy Strip up for contention. So many other teams might have been able to take advantage of what's actually offered from that POI, and I think that's why we're seeing a little bit more of glittering throughout Battlewood Boulevard. Avenge, those southern sections of the map, to make their way through. Panzer, Yapko, gliding overhead. Calm before the storm, touching down where the rest of the lobby's at.
Ma vie, la voix, elle me fait péter de rire.
Lands close to Chino and Pablo, but seeing that they're just heading north already, we don't really know if they were able to kind of... One of the 3 duos opting for this rotate as well. Like you said, the calm before the storm, second, the last match of the major. A lot of pressure on these players' shoulders.
They have had a decent weekend, still sitting in that 13th position, and
La vie, la voix, c'est trop drôle, visage souriant avec une goutte de sueur, visage souriant avec une goutte de sueur.
sensible to believe that teams that are within that top 13 should be pretty much confirmed for that Summit LAN qualification spot. But ultimately, you don't want to leave things up to chance. You don't want to be sitting on the sidelines. You want to make sure that you play out these lobbies as thoroughly as possible, because it's going to be the last 2 opportunities that all these teams get. Teeny, Shark still lingering over by Wonkyland too, so when you think about teams like Yepco Panzer opting for those deep north side, dead side rotations, You gotta keep an eye out for where Shark and Team are getting up to. And honestly, Sharktini, I mean, think about the 2 wins that they've gotten, both 100-plus point games, if I'm not mistaken, right? Just based off the additional elimination. Basically 100-point games each time. And hey, you never know. Pablo Chino being taken out super early on. Sharktini, if they go for the hat trick, start getting a little dangerous for who's actually going to finish in that top 2.
That's what I was thinking. You know, they've got a big...
Bon, je reviens, je vais à la pizzeria.
They eliminated Fishy Huddy off spawn. No have to worry about Wonky Land, and now the second place team that was right above them has gone down with 0 points. It's their perfect opportunity to overthrow them. Sure Repairs, another team in that top 5. They're trying to get above Vico Malabuka. Sayaz Scary yet to show us that they have what it takes to continue with their performance from yesterday. Now dropped to 8th. These players aren't even focused on qualifying to the LAN anymore. They're focused on getting the best placement possible.
For Size and Scary, compared to yesterday, it's kind of been a day to forget. Ever since that opening blow against Azat, losing the 1v2, it's definitely seemed like it's pretty much put so much hesitancy into how much confidence they really want to invest for some of these fights. I mean, we're just not witnessing the same duo that we did in yesterday's lobbies, but still definitely respect that performance they put in, because it's left them in a position where they at least they know they've got the Summit Land locked in.
Looking over at what Thomas HD and Focus are up to. Thomas is known for his AR aim. It was actually Nebs. They've had such a tough day as well. Nebs and Nathan. I'm wondering if both players actually did end up going down after that. For Thomas HD and Focus, though, they are sitting in 6th place right now. Good news for them, it's 5th and 6th. The gap is not nearly as much as it is from 3rd to 2nd or 1st. So they have a very good chance they can at least push themselves to the top 4.
Did see just then, though, that leaderboard overview. Dharm and Deemish, 7th place team, has been eliminated. They've been very key heavy in today's matches ever since they were able to pretty much confirm maintaining top 20, but hey, never want to bite off more than you can chew, especially when there's so many duos that are also still so hungry to see how many more placement points they can climb up. Learning points, learning pains, growing pains too for Darn Deemish here, but for Twy and Cringe, 51 below currently. Zone pool just outside Squibbly Shores. They're going to be harassed now by some of these surge ticks. They've got Miro and Joshua on the other side of their builds, but can they force the engagement? I don't think they want to get up close and personal just yet. They'd rather see if they can just net a couple attacks from afar. Be much easier to work with than having to go for 50-50 and risk placement against the teams. Burke will be isolated and brought down. That's a big break right now for Twy and Cringe.
I'm almost more scared for Hari and Cammy that are right beside them, considering that they're 19th right now. Right by the cutoff, but for Repairs and Sure, things were looking so bright in 5th place. The damage was there, but now Repairs is left as a solo, forced to close this game out alone. No heals, no shield, and just one overdrive grenade. This is really not where you want to be.
Might have just stayed a little bit too long inside that last zone. Sure, you get the surge you were looking for, finding the elimination, but ultimately teams that are already based in just better positions, kind of keeping Repairs at bay right now. He's going to have to wait for the rest of the lobby to move first before he can even consider trying to depart his current box position. Twy and Cringe, though, picking back up where they left off. And now there's a little bit of flow state happening here. Okay, another nice little elimination pick off there. All that matters right now is making sure that you stay above that surge threshold, but elimination points never hurts.
No, it does not. Sky and Scroll, they've made it back now from the stressful early game that didn't really last too long. That pressure was quickly relieved. Pico Malabuca, 4th place right now. They're trying to push into the top 3. With the way Shark and Tini are looking, though, it's going to be tough. But so far, they are looking to be managing Surge better than they have been in previous games. But you do have to be a little careful. Being on the edge of zone now, a very long rotate to go. Let's hope they can make it.
But it's Vico Malabuca Takata wins their victory royale.